Hi guys, thank you Mark, 100 years of tanks, amazing feat, absolutely amazing, and this is the new game mode. I already covered that on Friday, I believe it was, when it was released, and I was very happy. Okay, we got the video out, now it's time to sit down and make more videos, but I've got to go to Google, got to go see YouTube, but yeah, okay, see what happened was this update came out, and I think it was Friday morning, and I turned on the computer, launched World of Tanks, and went to get breakfast or went to get something to eat or drink. I can't remember what, but I came back and the game was in the middle of updating. And now, that is a big problem for me because replays have problems with new versions of the client. But I was thinking to myself, oh no, for the first time in 2 years, I've updated the client by accident and I haven't kept a copy of the previous client. But it's not going to be that big a deal. It's not going to be that big a deal because it's only a game mode. It's only a game mode. So the other replays, the older replays, all the replays I had planned to record, even though they'd been played maybe the day before, they should be okay because it's only a game mode update. It's not a client update really. Yeah, but it was because as well as the Convoy update, Wargaming put in a whole new file system and they put in more patches, and basically it means that all the videos I'd planned to record on Sunday and on Monday and today and tomorrow and the day after, all of those videos are no longer possible to record because the games can't be captured. They won't launch. I hate how many micro patches. I mean, we had 9.15 not long ago, and then we had 9.15.1, and then we had 9.15.11, and now we have 9.15.12. It's just these micro patches are just, every time there's a micro patch, it screws up all the replay systems, and it's so annoying if you're trying to record. I mean, I've got so many videos I was planning to record, going into what replays. And I'm sorry, but I can't record them because basically of the micropatch. So we had the original first Ace Tanker and the Rheinmetall Scorpion. You've seen some of these others. We had a T-54 Lightweight Ace Tanker, M4190 GF Ace Tanker, T-45 Ace Tanker, IS-4 Ace Tanker. Well, I've already put the first Ace Tanker for the M40 up there, so we'll skip that one. VK4503 Ace Tanker. So I had a bunch of Ace Tankers I was planning to record because there were 9.15.1.1 games, but they won't play anymore. I can't record them. So they were all planned for this week. We've got other interesting stuff that happened, like I've got this. I put another I've got this video up here. Great game. I mean, 9 kills, Ace Tanker in the T-34-100, and it was another one of these games where something really depressing happened at the end, and I was planning to put it up, but nope, that didn't happen either. Got another one here called Shit YouTube Channel. I'm not going to tell you what that one's about. I've got another one up here called Are You Effing Kidding Me? Are you effing kidding me? These are games I'd planned to record and upload, and I can't because of patch 9.15.1.2. Yeah. So I'm stuck. I really am stuck, and I'm asking help. I'm asking for help, guys, because I had 2 reviews planned as well that I can't record because none of the gameplay. I spent a day in the tank, picked out all the gameplay I wanted to put in the review, and now I can't record any of that gameplay because the patch screwed everything up. And as I say, normally it's so annoying. I'm so good at keeping previous clients. I've got all the previous clients, but this time I left the room, came back, and we were halfway through an update. And it's so annoying. So I'm asking for help, guys. I really am. If any of you guys have a copy of 9.15.1.1, please upload it to Dropbox, or please upload the folder to Mediafire or whatever file uploading service you prefer to use. Please send me a link so I can try and download it. Now, Bringy has been trying to send me his copy for about a week. Well, not a week, about half a week since the update came out, but for some reason it's 13 gigs big, and every time it gets to 10 gigs, the file just corrupts. So I get to 10 gigs every single time, and then the file stops working. And it takes forever. It takes nearly 2 hours for me to download, so I can't get a copy. Can't get a copy of 9.15.1.1 that works. It's killing me. So I had so much planned this week, and I can't do any of it. So if any of you have a copy of 9.15.1.1, please upload it somewhere and send me the link so I can download it, because this is so annoying. But yeah, anyway. This all happened the other day as I was heading up to Google or YouTube, which was a good day. It was a good day, by the way. And I'm not going to bore you with the details unless you specifically ask. But I got to meet a lot of other YouTubers, and I was in workshops with them, and I felt really old. You know, so many of the other YouTubers, they look so young, and you know, some of them technically were kids. I mean, there were 8-year-olds and 9-year-olds there, you know, who have gaming channels that were big enough to get an invite. So fair play to them. You know, a lot of very young people there, but for most of the people there, most of the YouTubers were very young. You know, they were adults, you know, early 20s, but early 20s still means I'm old enough to be their dad. But they were all there with their apps and their smartphones and their cameras and their microphones, and they were all recording everything that was happening for the day. And I'm sitting there with a pen and a notepad. I've got a pen and a piece of paper. So yeah, I felt very old at the YouTube day. But a few of the folks I did meet there were really talented. Small channels, growing channels, they're trying to grow their channel, but they're really talented. I got a chance to work with some of them, and I think they deserve a shout out. So some of them don't know this is happening, and some of them I suggested that I might send them a shout out because it might be something you're interested in. But feel free to check out their channels if they're of interest to you, because I got to work with this guy called FelloutIsLife. Now, I'm a big Fallout fan, but only of the first two games. Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 I've played to bits, beat them. I just haven't got around to playing Fallout 3 or any of the DLCs, Vegas or Fallout 4. I haven't got around to playing any of those games yet, but this is a Fallout nut, and he's big into modding, he's big into Fallout, he's big into building mods for Fallout, playing mods for Fallout. So, yep, this is a guy I met, and this is his channel. Another person I got a chance to work with is this lovely lady here called dayanekin. Dayanekin is someone who seems to be incredibly talented and does a lot of cover songs, a lot of her original stuff, has a couple of albums out, and she's growing her YouTube channel as well. But very talented girl, and on top of that, she was wearing an R2-D2 t-shirt. So the fact her entire t-shirt made her look like an R2-D2. Very interesting. She's a nerd. She does covers. Please feel free to check her out. Very nice person. I met another lady just out of school, secondary school. She's before she goes to college, but even though she's just out of secondary school, she's a filmmaker, editor, and animator. She does some amazing animation. Look at this. I mean, it looks like Disney. A lot of her stuff looks like Disney. Very good animator, very good editor. I've had a look at some of her stuff. You can see I watched some of her videos. I thought she was very talented, incredibly young lady, and just incredibly talented. So I think she doesn't know I'm giving her a shout out, but she needs a shout out. So please feel free to check out her channel, and you know, if it's something you might be into, then, you know, please subscribe. But they were three of the guys I got to work with at the YouTube Open Day, and it was a very good day overall. And the links to those channels are below in the description. Please feel free to check them out if you want, and if you don't, that's fine with me, because I know I've got a very niche. You guys are into tanks, or you guys are into World of Tanks specifically, so it's a very niche market. But if any of those other channels interested you, check them out. Anyhow, I'm getting off topic here. I want to get back to the 5K giveaway. Yeah. And any videos I release over the next few weeks will still have a chance of winning Steam games if you comment. But I've been thinking long and hard about the contest I was going to have for the origami tanks. I'm losing my train of thought here because again this is being done live, but origami tanks, yeah, remember these things, yes, the origami tanks. I'm going to be sending those out as prizes, but I was thinking very hard about how I was going to have a contest for those, and I was thinking of maybe a replay competition. But then, I was thinking, nah, replay competitions, they're great, but they only benefit people who are good at the game already. It's not for people who are learning the game, or people who are trying to improve the game, or people who are new to the game, people who don't have higher tier tanks. So replay competition, I decided, nah, too much work. Not fair. So then I was thinking about maybe a screenshot competition, take a screenshot of something funny that happened in game, or just an artistic view of something that happened in game. But then I thought, nah, because that requires you guys to record your replays. It requires maybe Photoshop. It requires editing skills, a little bit of editing skills. So that might be a little bit beyond, little bit beyond too much work for some people. And then I was thinking of just a straightforward email entry contest, where there are sites out there where I can set up a competition. I know that a couple of other YouTubers use them, where you simply just go, enter in your email address, your details, your everything else, and then basically you can choose randomly from that website. But the problem with using a website like that is a lot of those websites, even though they offer a service, are secondary. They have a hidden objective. A nefarious objective, which is to farm your email addresses. So while they do hold a contest, they also happen to sell all your email addresses to spam mail companies. So petition websites. If you ever got one of those messages saying sign this petition, they do the same thing. Yes, it's great. They do a petition, they send the petition, but they're getting all your personal details, all your email addresses, and then they just sell that off to spam mail marketers. So I didn't really want to do that either. Next thing I thought of was maybe giving them away on the live stream, because I'm still going to be doing a live stream, but not everyone's going to be able to watch. So that's a problem. So basically it came down to this. What was easiest for you and what was easiest for me? And that's YouTube comments. So I've decided that, and this is going to be backdated right up till the 5k subscriber video when I announce the whole giveaway, but not only are you going to have chances to win Steam games by leaving comments, you're also going to have a chance to get the origami tanks. So rather than having a separate contest for the origami tanks, what I'm going to do is just anyone who comments on any video during the 5k subs weeks, you guys are going to have a chance to win an origami tank. So one of the draws is going to be for the origami tank. So just leave a comment, and even if it's "you suck," you'll be in with a chance of winning. So long as you're subscribed. Don't say "you suck" and don't be subscribed, because this is a subscriber contest. It's for you guys who went to the bother of clicking the subscribe button. So you have to be subscribed, leave a comment, and you're going to be in with a chance of winning origami tanks as well as Steam games. So on any video I do, including this one. So where was I? Oh yes, the live stream. Yes, I will be doing a live stream, but I don't know when. I'm hoping it's going to be sooner rather than later, but I don't know when. You see, there are two people I really want to get involved. I have contacts, I'm trying to get them involved, and the live stream needs to be planned. They haven't confirmed yet, but they haven't said no, because the live stream needs to be planned around their schedules. So some of my regular platoon mates have said they're going to be happy to take part. So, expect to maybe see Tanza or Bringy or Beyond D on the live stream, so that they can carry me and make me look not so bad. But there are also some other people I'm hoping to get there. So one of those other people who has confirmed is Dreadshells. Dreadshells, an amazing light tank player. Really happy to feature him whenever he's on the channel. But also really happy to feature his channel, because he's now a YouTuber, and his channel is just growing incredibly fast. Absolutely amazing player. So I will put a link to that. In fact, I'll do better than that. I have him on Yes, I do have him on my quick view list. There you go. Yeah, Dreadshells, an amazing, light tank player. Mainly covers light tanks, but you can see his latest video is something else here. So yeah, really good. And you can see I watch all his videos. I watch all his videos because he's that good. Even though I'm quite experienced, I learn a lot from this guy. So Dreadshells, he said he's going to be there. He's going to be on the live stream. So really happy for that. And what I suggest is, if you've got any questions regarding light tanks, any questions regarding gameplay with light tanks, save them and ask Dreadshells. So save all your light tank questions for him. So really, it's just the when and the confirmation from one big name that needs to be finalized. And then, as soon as I know, I'll let you guys know when the live stream is going to be. It's, I'm going to give you a couple of weeks notice. It's not going to be a quick message saying, oh, by the way, I'm live streaming tomorrow. I will actually give you notice at least a week, maybe even a little bit longer before I do the live stream. So you're going to have plenty of time to maybe plan your if you're going to be free that day or not, whatever. So, yeah, what's next? Yeah, I didn't release any videos yesterday because, as I say, all the videos I'd planned to make this week, I can't because of the 9.15.1.1 update. But I also didn't record any videos yesterday because I was playing. I was playing World of Tanks yesterday. Because all the footage I was planning to record can't be recorded, I needed to get some new footage. So Beyond D took a day off. Yes, I know it's impossible, but it happened. Beyond D took a break from World of Tanks for a whole 24 hours, and I took advantage of that, and I borrowed his account. For the day, and not only did I get to destroy his WN8 for the day, not only did I try and get him kicked from his clan, I was thinking about maybe selling all his tanks and leaving him with the buying an M3 Lee and a Churchill gun carrier and leaving those as the only two tanks in his garage. I had lots of plans, but in the end, I settled for just destroying his WN8 for 24 hours. But I took advantage. I borrowed his account and I got to play all of the Clan Wars reward tanks because they're tanks I never would get my hands on. They're tanks that I would never have the opportunity to talk about or never have a chance to play. So Beyond D was incredibly kind. He lent me his account and I got to play all the Clan Wars reward tanks. So that's the new KV4, whatever it is. I got to play the M60, got to play the T94E5, got to play the T23E3, got to play just all of them. Got to play all of them. So I was really privileged. Now, because I only had one day, the problem is I only had one day, and there were lots of tanks, lots more tanks that I've just mentioned. I only got to play each of them maybe once or twice before having to move on to the next one, because even though Beyond was away for 24 hours, I actually only had about 4 or 5 hours to play, and there were something like, I don't know, there were lots and lots of clan reward tanks. So in most of the tanks I only got to play each of them maybe once or twice, possibly 3 times before having to move on to the next one, again down to time. The exception was the Chieftain T95 and the KV4 Kevzlovsky. I think I got it right that time. So let's just say that those two tanks, the Chieftain and the Kevzlovsky, just didn't get along. I didn't get along with those tanks for one reason or another, and I needed to play them a little bit longer than 1 or 2 games before I got anything worth recording. And even then, what I got worth recording wasn't that good. So, yeah, but time restrictions. But anyway, it means that I've now got new footage that actually works in 9.15.1.2, and I'm going to record and talk about those tanks, or at least spread it out over a few videos, and I'm going to start recording as soon as I'm done here. I'm also going to go back to some of the older replays that you guys have sent into the replays address, because I can't play any of the new ones you've sent me because, for reasons I've mentioned multiple times. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to try and get some older replays from 9.14. I'm going to have a look at some more of those, because I can record those, but I can't record any of the new stuff I was planning to. Anything else I'm planning to do? I'm just looking at my bullet notes here. There are videos coming, even if they were thrown together very quickly, and were completely unplanned. Oh, and speaking of stuff that's completely unplanned and being thrown together, also as part of the 5k subscribers, I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I'm going to be doing a Q&A time. I'm going to be doing a Q&A video. So you're going to be in with a chance of winning prizes by leaving comments on this video. But if you have a question regarding tanks, World of Tanks, gameplay, advice, me, whatever, leave it in the comments and I'm going to try and answer as many of them as I can in a future Q&A video. And if there are a lot of questions, I'll try to answer most of them in a Q&A video, but I'll also try and answer some of them on the live stream whenever that happens. So leave a question. There you go. If you're wondering what you were going to say in a comment, ask a question and you'll be in with a chance of, with a chance of winning an origami tank or some Steam keys. Yeah, leave a question because I want to make videos, damn it! I need to make videos. I need footage. I need new stuff to do. Yeah, I think we're almost done. Yeah, okay. Yes. I think that's pretty much it, guys. Just one final thing to say because I think it's going to be fun. One of the YouTubers I met at the YouTube event, extremely nice guy. He comes from Belfast, but don't hold that against him. But he was kind enough, when the event ended, it was late at night, my car was parked on the other side of the city, his car was parked outside YouTube. So he offered to give me a lift back to my car. Now the problem is he wasn't familiar with Dublin City. He lived in Belfast, which is about as far north as you can get. I live in the middle of the country, which is south. Dublin's in the middle. So I'm heading one direction, he's heading the other direction, but he offered to give me a lift back to his car, and then I offered to basically take him out of the city and put him on the motorway that would send him back north home. So that's great. He gave me a lift, we got there eventually, we were in convoy, we're driving on the motorway, and we come to the turnoff. So we come to basically, the motorway goes two directions. We turn off for the north or we go south. Now I'm going south, he's going north. So I start signaling. I start pointing and waving my arm and pointing towards the exit for the north, which would take him straight home. It's pretty much a straight run home from there. I even held a light out my window and was shaking my light, telling him, hey, turn-up's coming up, look at the signs, Belfast Airport, it's there. So we drove, and I drove past the exit, and I looked behind, and he drove past the exit. Okay. So we drove on maybe another couple of 100 meters, and the last opportunity to turn off came up. So I'm heading south, he's heading south at the moment, but all he has to do is turn right. And then he's on the road home. So once again, I start signaling, pointing at the signs, waving a light out the window, and I drive past the exit, and he drives past the exit. So now this guy, who is incredibly kind, did me a huge favor by giving me a lift back to my car, is heading in exactly the opposite direction of where he needs to go, and we're on a motorway, and there aren't too many opportunities to turn off that motorway and turn around. So yeah, I'm there, and I'm signaling him, I'm flashing him, I've got my high beams up and down trying to signal him, and we're coming up to another exit where he's the opportunity to turn around, do a U-turn, get on the other side of the motorway, come back up and maybe go home. All he has to do is follow the signs. And I flash him, he acknowledges, he flashed his lights back and then proceeded to drive straight past the off-ramp. So I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. And turn-offs and places to turn around on this motorway are very, very limited. So we're driving for another 30, 40 minutes. Oh, actually, it was probably more like 20 minutes. And then the next turn-off happens, and again, I'm flashing him, I'm signaling him. I'm driving up beside him. I drove up beside him, looked in, and started indicating that I was turning left. I was getting off the motorway because I wanted him off the motorway. This guy's heading towards Cork, which is about as far south as you can go, opposite in the direction he wants to go, all because of a good deed. I'm telling him I'm pulling off. I'm hoping he's going to pull off. We'll have a chat. We'll get him on the right road back home. He's already an hour out of his journey. I mean, he's gone an hour in the wrong direction, which means he's going to be going an hour back just to get to the point where he should have taken the motorway in the first place. So that's 2 hours added to his journey. So I'm signaling, I'm indicating, I'm trying to get him off this onto the off-ramp. I head onto the off-ramp and he just keeps going. So, yeah, the last I saw of him was his lights disappearing into the darkness, heading south, in exactly the wrong direction he was supposed to go. So I get back off the off-ramp, back onto the motorway, and I'm speeding, and I'm trying to going over the limit, and I'm trying to catch up with him, but I never do. And I finally get home, heading south. I finally get to my turn off, and there's nothing I could do. I went to bed that night basically thinking this guy's heading to Cork. I don't know what happened. I don't know how he didn't see my signals or follow the signs, but I felt so guilty because this guy, he could have been home maybe 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours before he actually got home. And that was because he did me a favor. He gave me a lift back to my car. And it turned into a nightmare journey for him. So I felt really, really guilty going to bed that night. Now, thankfully, he did get home. He did get home because, according to his YouTube channel, he has just uploaded Starlight Drive-In Revamp Preview and Other News 10 hours ago. He's had 56 views. So I'm going to be evil here. I'm going to be evil. So this is... Oh, nice introduction. Yeah, I've watched a few of his videos as well, but as I say, I haven't got around to playing Fallout yet. But, yeah, this guy, what I would suggest doing is, I'm going to try and be evil. What I'd like you to do, and you don't have to subscribe, but I would like you to head to this channel, this particular video, Starlight Drive-In Revamped Preview and Other News. I'll put the link below. If you like Fallout 4, if you like modding or whatever, feel free to subscribe. If you don't, not a problem. But what I'd like you to do, just to be evil, is we're going to comment bomb him. We're going to comment bomb this guy. And I'd like you to leave a comment basically saying... Osirish says he's sorry. Osirish says he's sorry. Hope you made it home okay. Yeah, leave a comment just saying Osirish says he's sorry. Hope you made it home okay. You can leave it in your own language as well. Let's be more evil and try and confuse them. If English is not your first language, you can leave the similar comment in your own language. If you're French, what is it? Je suis désolé. Yeah, so you can basically just leave a comment saying Osirish says he's sorry. And I'm actually going to pick a prize winner. I'm going to give you a prize for leaving a comment saying I'm sorry on this video. This guy has no idea what's happening. I want to surprise him. I want to comment bomb him. So just say Osirish says he's sorry. And as I say, you can subscribe if you want. You don't have to subscribe, but just leave a comment. I'm going to pick a winner. Someone who says Osirish says he's sorry on this particular video. I'm going to pick a winner and I'm going to give a prize to. So there you go, guys. I don't have any other news. I think I'm looking at my bullet points. I don't think I have anything else to discuss. Yeah, just leave a comment on this video to be in with a chance of winning a origami tank or a prize. Leave a comment saying Osirish is sorry on this video for FelloutIsLife, and you'll be in with a chance of winning a prize. And that's it. I need to get back to recording some gameplay because screw WG, screw 9.15.1.2. Yeah, so good luck. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. And all the links to the channels I mentioned are below. That's FelloutIsLife, dayanekin, TripleCrown Studios, and of course, Dreadshells. Yes, we're done. I think we're done. I'm sure we're done.